Good afternoon, our board of directors, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sylvester Nzofu, and today I'm going to make a presentation on the governance, strategic planning, and policy for this organization for the year 2022-2027. My name is Sylvester Nzofu. First, I'm going to give the layout of this presentation, where I'm going to start with introduction, then do a review of the mission and vision of this organization, then look at the business overall strategic plan. Then we are going to look at the overall strategic objectives. Then we are going to go now to the IT division. What is the strategic plan? Then what is the tactical plan and operation plan? Thereafter, we look at the sources of the information. When we look at the introduction of this organization, just a brief introduction. Zov and Sons grocery store business has been in existence since 1998, serving the local community in Virginia, Warren County, Front Royal. For the last 24 years, the store has made an enormous difference in the lives of many American population by offering a variety of produce at an affordable price, while on the other hand, quality has remained the store's top priority. The store has five key departments under one CEO, and in each department there is a manager managing the department. As these departments are as listed below, look at daily department, bakery department, or produce department, running all to pharmacy. And all these areas form the critical business arms under the store. Therefore, the board of directors' strategic directives are to secure the organization assets and information security so that business remains steadfast through these strategic mitigation measures in place. Then, now looking at the mission statement and the vision. The statement of this company is to provide quality produce and services that meet the needs of our customers and exceed the expectations. Then when you look at what is the vision of this organization, and the vision of this organization is to be the leading provider of quality products and services in this region. Then we go to the business overall strategic plan. And when we look at the overall strategic plan of this company is to increase profits, reduce costs, and improve customers' satisfaction. Then we look at the overall strategic objectives. And we have three strategic objectives here, which is to increase sales by 10% over the next 5 years, then to reduce running costs by 5% from the current 20% by 2024, and then to expand customer base and satisfaction from the current 45% to 55% by 2025. Then looking at the IT division strategic plan, the IT division strategic plan forecast statement of strategy and supporting goals is to implement and maintain comprehensive security program that meets or exceeds the compliance standards governing rules and regulations. The IT division strategy is to support the organization's general strategies and goals. And then when we look at the very specific goals, is one is to protect the organization's assets, to meet compliance standards, to follow security policies, to respond to potential impacts to the organization in the event of security breach, which we are looking at financial losses, reputational damages, legal liabilities. The potential impacts to the organization should the security fail include the following: loss of data, loss of reputation, loss of revenues, and loss of customers. Then now we go to looking at the goal, and we are looking at goal number one, to protect organization assets. What do we mean by saying that one of the goal of the IT division is to protect organization assets? The security programs will include the following specific security functions. And one is about identification and authentication. Then we are looking at authorization, looking at auditing and logins. Then when we go to goal number two, when we talk about to meet to meet um, the complex standards of the industry. What do we mean? And in this, uh, we are looking at the Subsidy Augs Act, the Payment Card Industry, Data Security Standard, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. The potential impacts to organization should the security fail include the following: loss of data, loss of reputation, loss of revenue, and loss of customers. Therefore, we need to be very careful. Then, when we look at goal number 3, to respond to potential impacts to the organization in the event of security breach. And with this about financial losses, reputational damages, and legal liabilities. And what do we need to do? What are the activities that need to be undertaken for us to be able to achieve the goal number 3? And one is to establish at least 5-person security management team chaired by the chief of security. Then we have discussed and reviewed the security monthly report and make necessary recommendations to the board. Then establish any existing gaps both at hardware and software level in securing the organization assets. Then undertaking random information drills to establish solidness and response to security breaches at least twice a year. Then we are looking at goal number 4, to follow security policies in the organization. What do we need to do here as activities to be able to achieve this? The policies must be well documented and easy to read and understand and accessible by all persons working in the organizations. The security team should be trained at least twice every year on any emerging security threats and mitigations. They're looking at activities to achieve also the same objectives to increase the security of the store by hiring more security guards and installing more cameras, educate employees on how to spot potential security threats and what to do if they see something suspicious. Then create a clear and concise security policy that all employees must follow. Then increase the amount of security training employees receives. Then looking at goal number 4, to follow security policy in the organization, which is continuation still, work with the local law enforcement to create a rapid response plan in case of security breach. Then evaluate the security system regularly to ensure that it is up to date and effective. Install new security technology as they become available. Increase budget of security so that the company can continue to can continue, and all this running to stay up to date on the latest security threats and trends so that the company can be proactive in security efforts. Then looking at divisions, what is the tactical plan? What do we need to do? What does it need to be done so that at the end of the day, all those set of strategic plans, overall objectives are able to be achieved? And we are talking about having IT experts with the right skills and knowledge in cybersecurity, allocating at least 20% of the division's budget to improve on IT infrastructure, then period cutting edge skills and knowledge gap analysis on IT staff to establish any need for training and specific needs. Then reviewing and updating the security strategy at least twice every year. Then looking at monitoring and evaluation. How do we do monitoring and evaluation? And using key performance indicators to undertake regular monitoring and evaluations of security policies, compliance within the organization. For example, customer satisfaction surveys, number of breaches, number of a given period of time, easiness to log in by workers, and information accessibility. Then we are looking at risk and threats. In the event that there are risks, what are some of the issues? When employees are not following the security policies, that's a threat and it's a risk. New and emerging security threats, then changes in compliance standards. Then we are looking at responsibilities in all this. Who are responsible to ensure that these activities are overseen and well implemented and they take responsibility? And when we ask who is responsible for security strategy implementation, the IT division takes full responsibility in implementing the security strategy and the team, chaired by the chief of security. Likewise, when you're talking about monitoring the progress of the strategic plan, and making reviews, still the IT divisions led by the chief of security, they are in charge to ensure that everything is done and is in well organized. Then looking at what are the expected outcome and in all this, and the desired outcome of the security strategy is to protect the organization's assets and reduce the number of security breaches. The success of the security strategy will be measured by the number of security breaches that occur. If the number of security breaches decreases, then we can say, well, the security strategy is considered successful. Yes, and thank you very much. We have come to the end of this presentation, and here are the references from where most of this information was obtained. So, in case one has any question, area of clarification, please hesitate not. Please call me, or let's have a discussion to be able to clarify further. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.